That picture was actually taken. I had a buddy of mine who did the logo for me, and he's just like, I sent him a picture, and he's just like, I need a higher resolution photo. And I'm like, okay. He's like, so do me a favor and just go outside, take a selfie. And I thought he was going to do some photoshopping with it, but it was literally, I was helping my daughter at 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning, getting a phone at Verizon, and I had just woken up, gotten out of bed, and so that's why it's all goofy. My hair's all a mess because I literally I took a picture of myself at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, is that good enough for you? He's like, yep. So then he came with the logo. I'm like, you know what? I kind of like that, just fun, silly looking. Yeah. So, yep.
So now that's how you're known as.
Yeah, exactly.
So where did the blog come from?
Basically, what the blog came from is there's a page on Facebook called Siouxland Local Eats. Yeah. And so there was a lot of people on the Siouxland Local Eats page back when the pandemic first hit that, were posting of places that were just open. I mean, people just wanted to know what was open at the time. But a lot of times people would go to different places and they would post something to the fashion of, Peace Pizza House for the win. And they would post a picture of Peace, whatever they ate. I'm a natural born just kind of BSer. I just kind of have a way with words. So I just decided, when I would go into Siouxland Local Eats, is I would elaborate a little bit more of, why was Peace Pizza House so good? What did I eat? What was all on, the item that I ate? And then, of course, there were a few instances where I had some unfavorable food. And Siouxland Local Eats, they want to keep their page 100% positive, no bashing any local businesses. And it's not that I'm out to bash anybody, but I wanted to share those experiences as well because you earn your dollar just like I do, and I don't want to go out and spend $60 on a meal that's subpar. So anyhow, a buddy of mine, he kind of was like, you should start a blog, and I'm like, a blog? What's? I mean, I knew what a blog was, but I had no idea what how I would go about starting a blog. So I just decided to create a Facebook page, and I created a Facebook page, and then I, opened it up to the public, and I figured there would be probably 4 or 5 followers, and then I would give up after a month because nobody wanted to listen to me talk and take pictures of food. Well, 4 people turned into 10 people, that turned into 20 people, that turned into 100 people, and before I know it, after about a month's time, I had about 1,500 followers, and now it's just grown exponentially since then. I'm just over 15,000 followers. Last March, we actually put on one of the first post-pandemic events out here at Peace Pizza House, where Fat Boy Food Blog, Peace Pizza House, Big Papa's Grub on the Run, and Daga's, we raised $15,000 for the soup kitchen. And now it's just kind of, the gears of Fat Boy Food Blog have kind of changed a little bit as I kind of use my influence of, I still go around and do blogs on, write about, different places that I eat. But it's really manifested itself into a real nice fundraising catalyst. So we just back in November raised like $4,000 for the animal shelter in town here, and just around right before Christmas time, we raised down at Bob's Watering Hole $10,000 for Siouxland Toys for Tots. And my main focus is not just local, but my wife and I like to travel around to smaller towns and find these little known restaurants out in Siouxland that maybe not anybody in Sioux City knows about, and then I can say, here's the deal, this restaurant's 40 miles away, worth the drive, absolutely worth the drive. And a lot of people, they do, I guess I'm what the kids nowadays call an influencer, so they're like, okay, Fat Boy Food Blog's been there, let's go check it out. I enjoy good food, and I appreciate good food. To me, food is kind of an art. It's just like a painting. I mean, if somebody can construct a burger that's, this tall that you can eat and it stays together, I mean, it takes some engineering to put that burger together. So it's an art to me.